guys, it's Tommy here and welcome to a brand new contract update video, and in this video we will mainly talk about Trent Alexander-Arnold's contract because David Ornstein yesterday confirmed that Trent Alexander-Arnold have received a formal contract offer from Liverpool. He also confirmed that Salah have received an official formal contract offer, and we already knew that Van Dijk already got a formal contract offer, so hopefully it's just a matter of time before Salah and Van Dijk agree a new contract, because they will both want to stay at Liverpool and Liverpool want them to stay as well. So it's just a matter of coming to a compromise, but Liverpool are leaving it very late because there are just 3 weeks left until January the 1st when all three players can talk with foreign clubs. So let me know, will all three big players stay at Liverpool? Leave your thoughts down below, or will any of them leave? How do you see the situation right now? And we will take a look at this detailed report by David Ornstein, and also what Trent Alexander-Arnold's situation is and what he said about Arne Slot and his methods, and why I think Trent Alexander-Arnold is leaning towards staying more than leaving. But David Ornstein reported that Liverpool have made the opening offer to Salah. So if you enjoyed these videos and if you are excited about this news, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and turn on the bell notifications so you never miss the latest updates around Liverpool FC. And even though Liverpool haven't played on the weekend, it feels like Liverpool won, because Arsenal dropped points, Man City dropped points, and Chelsea are now in second place after blowing away mid-table teams like Tottenham. Did you see what I did there? And was of course smashing Southampton previously 5-1. Chelsea have the firepower to be title contenders, but they are one elite goalkeeper and one centre-back away, I think, from actually winning the title or being very close to winning the title. But they are a very serious team that Liverpool need to watch out for. Even the mid-table teams are so strong. Brentford, Fulham, Crystal Palace, Bournemouth, you know, they are so tough. And I mean, Fulham and Bournemouth and Nottingham Forest, three teams who are usually mid-table. Nottingham Forest were tipped to fight relegation. These three teams are fighting to get into Europe. So David Ornstein confirmed that Liverpool have made an opening contract offer to Mohamed Salah, but it does not mean an agreement is in place or close. But there is the growing belief at Liverpool that both Virgil van Dijk and Trent Alexander-Arnold will stay, but there is no certainty at present. Until that signature is on the contract offer, you cannot be 100% sure, but a resolution is expected to take time, which is far from ideal for Liverpool, given Salah, Van Dijk and Trent Alexander-Arnold can sign a pre-contract agreement with foreign teams from January the 1st. So Liverpool are cutting it awfully close to that deadline. So we need to progress these talks in a very busy month of December. But The Athletic reported that Salah, of course, was waiting for that offer, and Van Dijk received an offer. We already reported that as well. And a proposal has also been submitted to Trent Alexander-Arnold. That's, I think, the biggest news of this report, because we already knew about Salah's offer, we already knew about Van Dijk's offer, but David Ornstein confirming that Trent Alexander-Arnold received an offer is huge in my opinion, because we haven't had confirmation of that from any Liverpool-based serious journalists or England-based, UK-based serious journalists. And David Ornstein is definitely that. And Liverpool have been absolutely flying this season. Even though we drew 3-0 with Newcastle, that result stung because of Kelleher's mistake. But it's not the worst result in the world. You can throw away to Newcastle because, you know, Arsenal drew to Fulham away. Man City drew to Crystal Palace away. So it shows that this Premier League season is probably going to be the toughest to win. But now let's talk about Trent Alexander-Arnold, because James Marsman is reporting that Trent Alexander-Arnold, who is the future captain of Liverpool after Van Dijk leaves the club, hopefully in 2 years, he could reject Real Madrid, and there is a big claim on a Liverpool contract made. And Trent Alexander-Arnold is being backed to resist the temptation of a move to Real Madrid by signing a new contract to remain at Liverpool. Of course, a move to Real Madrid is tempting, But former Liverpool winger Jermaine Pennant is adamant that they cannot compete with Liverpool, and that staying at his hometown club will carry more appeal for Trent Alexander-Arnold. When Real Madrid come calling, it can be hard to say no, Pennant said. I think any Premier League player would have had their head turned if they had an offer from Real Madrid on the table. For me, Trent Alexander-Arnold is a future Liverpool captain who can have an Anfield legacy similar to Steven Gerrard and Mohamed Salah. He's probably even already in that conversation. And just to insert myself here to the conversation, Trent Alexander-Arnold's idol and boyhood hero growing up was Steven Gerrard. So I'm sure that he had dreams of emulating Steven Gerrard's career, staying at Liverpool for the majority of his career, even though he hasn't publicly came out yet and said that he wants to stay at Liverpool. And I think that's worrying, that's telling, because Van Dijk and Salah multiple times said that they want to stay. It's up to the club to make offers that suits them. Trent Alexander-Arnold has been very tight-lipped on his future. Maybe because he hasn't decided before in the previous interviews whether he's 100% staying or leaving. And Jermaine Pennant said it's a difficult one, but if Liverpool offer Trent a contract that's as lucrative to that of Real Madrid, I think he will stay. He's a local lad who you can tell loves playing for the club, particularly at Anfield. Those are things money can't buy. And yes, that's true that Trent Alexander-Arnold absolutely loves playing at Liverpool, and he loves the club, and his whole family are Liverpool fans. His agent is his father. He is also a huge Liverpool fan. So everything points to the direction of Trent Alexander-Arnold staying and signing that contract. Who knows what Trent thinks in his mind? Does he think in order to have a legacy of being one of the best right backs in the world, he needs to go to Real Madrid? Because one of his biggest ambition is to win the Ballon d'Or. Does Trent think that in order to win the Ballon d'Or, he needs to go to Real Madrid? Because that's where players win Ballon d'Ors regularly. And I don't think, even if he goes to Real Madrid, I honestly don't think a right back like Trent Alexander-Arnold, even as good as he is, he will win the Ballon d'Or, because the Ballon d'Or is just a popularity contest. There were many seasons where Messi wasn't the best player in a season, but he still won the Ballon d'Or because he was the best player in the world, and his reputation, of course, was that he should win. And Trent Alexander-Arnold, will he honestly ever be talked about as the best player in the world? I mean, if Real Madrid are successful, then the player who bangs in those goals, Kylian Mbappe most likely, will win the Ballon d'Or instead of Trent Alexander-Arnold. At least that's my opinion. Jermaine Pennant also thinks Liverpool can be considered as Premier League title favourites now. Liverpool are in the driving seat for the title, Pennant said. I'm confident they can continue this form as long as they stay injury-free. They've got some key players coming back, such as Jota and Alisson, which will be a massive plus to their chances. There's no reason why they can't stay on this path that they are going. They should have taken 3 points against Newcastle. It was a bad error from Kelleher that they threw away the win. But St. James's Park, under the lights, is a tough place to go. If you had offered Liverpool the chance to be 9 points ahead of Man City and 7 in front of Arsenal after 14 games at the start of the season, they would have absolutely taken your hand off. And it's even better now, because now, in terms of lost points, Liverpool are 9 points ahead of Arsenal and 11 points ahead of Man City. And it doesn't look great that we are 4 points ahead of Chelsea with a game in hand, but if we win that, we are 7 points ahead of Chelsea, and I think that's still a big enough gap. Chelsea will drop points later on in the season when they face some bigger teams. But enough of the talk of the title race. I just want to hear your opinion on the title race as well in the comments below. Alexander-Arnold talked up Arne Slot's impact, and sources have said that officials at Liverpool remain relaxed on Trent Alexander-Arnold's future, suggesting that there is optimism that a new deal is a question of when, not if. If Liverpool didn't think Trent Alexander-Arnold would stay, they wouldn't have offered him a new contract. And the player himself, Trent, has carefully spoken about his future in the media, and the large reason behind the delay was around wanting to see how Arne Slot would fare in the hot seat after taking charge. Because Trent Alexander-Arnold wouldn't want to stay at Liverpool if we were in mid-table and Arne Slot was struggling. But Trent Alexander-Arnold is very impressed with Arne Slot. He said, he helps me and he teaches me a lot. He's strict with me, I like that. He helps me with the weak points in my game and he wants me to improve. He tells me where to stand to get the ball. You don't get the ball there because someone will mark you, so why would you stand there? If you are marked and other people come in, Ryan Gravenberch is marked, there is space behind him and you look for depth. It's very in-depth, very detailed, the instructions by Arne Slot. He always studies the opponent thoroughly and tells us where their weak spots are. Then we have to punish them on the field. The training sessions are much more intense. The spaces are much smaller. It's a very Dutch way of playing in terms of ball handling. You always have to play to the back foot. If you don't, he stops the session. Why do you pass to that foot and not to his back foot? It's that detailed. And Ballon also believes that the good news is around the corner for Mo Salah. Liverpool are seeing what Salah can do this season, and for them to be fine with letting that go is absolutely crazy. They surely must be watching this week in, week out and thinking, we can't let Salah leave in the summer. He's too important to the club and to what they want to achieve. They should give him another year's extension and see if he accepts it. I expect him to stay at Liverpool. Probably Ballon said this before it was confirmed that Salah got a two-year contract offer from Liverpool. Of course, let's be cautious. He's yet to sign it, but I think Salah and Van Dijk will stay. They both want to stay. And Trent Alexander-Arnold, right now I'm like 60% Trent is staying, 40% is leaving, which is not ideal, but we should just wait and see. And yes, Trent Alexander-Arnold will be hard to replace, and the financial loss, losing out a £100 million footballer for nothing, would be really, really bad. Liverpool can replace him because right back is not the most important position for Liverpool right now, because Conor Bradley is a great up-and-coming talent. And we can always sign somebody like Jeremy Frimpong of Leverkusen, who can maybe match or get similar output to Trent Alexander-Arnold. Even though I would be devastated if Trent left, no hard feelings really, because he already won everything at Liverpool. And if he goes out with winning a league title with Liverpool, then I will wish him well at Real Madrid, as painful as it might be. Ballon said, with respect to the Saudi Pro League, you are not really going there to win big trophies and to play in an ultra competitive environment. There is no reason for Salah to want to leave so soon. He can go in 1 or even 2 years' time. He is still a great athlete who looks after himself so well. He will remain to be one of the best players in the Premier League. I think it makes more sense for Salah to stay longer, try to win the title or the Champions League again before he leaves. And I think that's what will happen, Ballon said. And Salah also publicly said that he wants to win the Ballon d'Or. If he wants to do that, he would not go to Saudi Arabia, not right now, when Liverpool are flying so high. And if Liverpool win the Champions League or the Premier League, or maybe even both, then Salah is definitely a big contender for the Ballon d'Or. If he continues to play like he did so far this season and to produce the numbers, he's having a Ballon d'Or season basically. And the Mirror newspaper reported that Trent Alexander-Arnold made his feelings very clear on Arne Slot. The style with which he coaches, said in a TNT interview, then the style with which we play, the identity we have as a team is something that is there to see. We are all enjoying it. He's getting the best out of players. That's all you want as a player. We are all willing to learn, to improve. And that's what you want. He's someone who will coach that into us. Like you have seen, the lads have brought into it from day one. That's what you need as a new manager. When you've got willing lads to learn and receive feedback, then you are halfway there. The tactics are mind-blowing as well, if I'm honest, Trent said. I don't think anyone would have said we would be as good as we are. And I think that's crucial, that Trent Alexander-Arnold sees Liverpool as, a team where he can fulfill his ambitions of winning big trophies, being the best right back in the world, and maybe one day winning a Ballon d'Or. Trent said, looking back to the first few days of meeting Slot, it's not that much of a surprise to me now because of how in-depth and in detail he is. And the level of detail he goes into, it really doesn't surprise me that we look so good as a team, and because he has drilled that into us. So what a brilliant news that Trent Alexander-Arnold gets a contract offer from Liverpool, and he absolutely loves playing for Arne Slot for Liverpool. So everything is pointing towards the direction of Trent staying at Liverpool. Maybe he's just waiting for Liverpool to get a contract offer on the table, which is closer to what Mo Salah is earning. Great news! Fabrizio Romano confirmed that Ibrahima Konate is also talking with Liverpool over a new contract, and the club are confident to get it sealed. The Liverpool management and coaching staff are very happy with Konate and they want him to be part of the long-term project of Liverpool. And here you can see the current weekly salaries and yearly annual salaries of the players. And Salah, Van Dijk and Trent are the three highest earners at Liverpool, so of course it's tough to extend their contracts or give them new ones, but I think Liverpool can more than afford it, having to made £40 million profit in the transfer market last summer, and also we lost Matip and Thiago, two high earners at Liverpool. But Luis Diaz is on 55,000k weekly wages. Just compare that to Chiesa, who is on 150. I mean, that's crazy. And Konate is on 70k weekly wages. Just compare that to Van Dijk, who is on 220. And maybe Konate deserves at least 150k weekly wages, and Diaz should be up there with like Nunez and Jota, or 140, 150, 160k weekly wages. So that's my opinion, that Konate should get a salary close to that, and I think we'll have no problem extending contracts of Konate. Hopefully Van Dijk and Salah will extend very soon, and then if the last domino to fall is Trent Alexander-Arnold and he sees that all the big players are staying, hopefully that will mean he is more likely to stay as well. Thanks for watching guys, hope you enjoyed this, have a nice day, see you later, goodbye.